think Kaelon Black looked today, his first practice back?
I thought he looked good from what I saw. It was his first practice back, which is always tough going against another team on your first day back, but he looked healthy, has some juice today, and hopefully he looks the same on tape.
Going to play on Thursday?
Most likely. Yeah, I haven't told the guys yet. We'll tell them here this afternoon. So, but yeah, he played today, so I expect him to go.
Do you have an early diagnosis of Mike Evans?
No, they just said he has some tightness, so we were just being smart taking him out. I don't think it's anything worse, so we'll see when we get in there, but nothing that I'm worried about right now.
Stribling had a couple good catches in the red zone there from Mack and Brock. Just how did he respond today in his action here?
Those were two good plays. I think he had a couple rough ones too, so I'll hold my opinion until I really see the tape, but he's competing every day and getting better.
When you're coaching him up on film, Kyle, what's his reaction as you're pointing out whatever flaws he has?
I love how he handles himself. He stays humble. He takes coaching really well. Never seems to take anything personally. He's been a real fun guy to coach so far.
When you say you had a couple rough ones, you mean mental errors?
Oh no, I just mean not everything was perfect, like those 2 touchdowns. But that's my answer for everybody.
Kyle, there was a lot of skirmishes in the Titans practice, none today. Did you guys say anything different, or what do you attribute it to?
No, their head coach had more discipline than Tennessee's. No, I'm just joking. A few things started early in the Tennessee practice, which when that happens, then everything just gets escalated throughout the rest of the day. I wasn't on both sides, but nothing happened early, and usually when nothing happens early, nothing happens late.
You guys have had some concussions among the linemen this year. Is that a surprise, just given that they're wearing the Guardian caps?
Yeah, it is. I think it just shows you those only do so much. My favorite thing about those is quarterbacks don't break their hands as much on the top of them, but regardless of what you're wearing, if you get hit the right way, it's not enough. I know it does help, but yeah, having those 2 in 1 practice a few days ago was unusual, and hopefully we'll have better luck with that going forward. Yeah, not all of them, but I expect a number of starters to play, unlike last week. So I haven't told them yet, but they'll find out soon. But yeah, you guys will see a number out there.
Including Brock?
Haven't told him yet, but there's a good chance.
Kyle, yesterday, Pro Football Talk speculated that Christian is out of practice due to contract issues. What's your comment on that?
People make a lot of assumptions, and that would be one that they're wrong on.
Is there a timeline for him to come back? When do you think he might be able to practice again?
I think if it wasn't Christian and we were in a game week, I think he would play today.
Is it related to the calf or Achilles?
No, just some tightness. He'll get sensitive, I say, where. So.
How about Bosa? We saw him doing some stuff on the side. Is he making progress?
Yeah, he's making a lot of progress. He's a lot less irritation, soreness, and tendonitis, whatever you want to call it, than he had last week. So we think he's going the right direction, and see him similar to Christian.
George said that he expects to be practicing sooner than later, is what he'll tell us. Where is he right now, and how soon can we expect to see him?
I kind of listen to George the same way you guys do. George isn't a big put a date on it, and I'm not going to be that dude either. But I think you guys can tell how he's talking, how he looks, that I agree. I think it's sooner than later.
He told us to ask you. So.
Did he? All right. Well, I'll ask the trainer.
One more along those lines. What about Mykel? Any further idea?
Yeah, he's further along. He's further away than those other guys you guys just asked about, but we do think he's close. I do think week 1 would be a long shot, but we haven't ruled it out yet. But he's progressing very well.
Christian Kirk has been out since that first practice. How is he doing?
That's been unfortunate for him because he had the same thing in OTAs, so he missed that, and he hasn't been ready to go, so he hasn't really had, and he did the first practice before we even got a team period, so I know he's been extremely frustrated with it. We love the guys so far, but hopefully he can have some better luck going forward here so he can get some reps out here.
Kyle, George said that Farrell's having a much better camp than last year, and he said that it's hard to sometimes learn this offense in 1 year. What are you seeing from Farrell in year 2?
I would totally agree. I think he's definitely a lot more confident just knowing what he's doing. I think and when you go through a whole year, you know how to prepare for it, to me, a different way. I think he came in at OTAs, prepared at a different level, and it's carried right over to training camp, and I think he's having a hell of a camp.
How generally did you feel about how the offense performed? It looked like it was pretty competitive.
Yeah, I liked it a little more at first. Didn't like it as much later. I thought we struggled a little bit in the move the ball periods. Didn't score in 2 minutes. So there's some ups and downs, but I didn't really like how we finished the day.
You did force foreshadow last week that you wanted to get Carver Willis involved in the competition. How is that thing shaking out right now in left guard?
It's still a competition. No one's really completely made it easy on us yet. I still think we got a lot more time to go. Not a ton, but enough for guys to step up and do it. I think Carver, missing that time has made him a little bit behind the 8 ball on it. But it's good that he's gotten a full week in and hopefully has no setbacks. So we can make that opinion here in about 2 weeks.
Before practice, Harbaugh kind of said a lot of nice complimentary things about you and your program. Just from looking at his program from across the field, what stands out to you about Harbaugh?
Just how hard they work. You can tell. I liked how their whole team handled themselves. They weren't out here trying to cause anything. They were just out here to get to work, which usually starts with the head coach. Him being in San Francisco, there's a lot of guys in our building who speak really highly of him, and I got a lot of guys who used to work for me who now work for him who speak the same. So hung around him a number of times, but I feel like I know him even better than that.
Take a couple more guys.
Watch the offense, but how much has Daniel's presence been an influence on their offense?
I'm sure it's going to be a ton. Mike does a great job. What he does do is totally different when what they've always done in the past. I think it'll fit their personnel very well, and I think it'll be a real good thing for the quarterback.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks.